Hi, this is Crypto Digital. Today I'll be doing a follow-up review of the Barnes and Noble Nook. Now, as you saw in the first video, I've got the leather case, $29.99 with a strap you can lock it with. And here we have the desktop. I already have the Nook powered on. What I noticed in the first video was that you couldn't really see the menu items on the color touchscreen on the bottom. So I'm going to try to do a better job of that. Here you've got the touchscreen on the bottom. So what you've got on the touchscreen is the daily, my library, shop, reading now, games, Wi-Fi, and audio, web, and settings. So, you go back and forth by swiping across the screen there. You go into the daily, you see your daily feeds, your articles, your newspaper subscriptions, stuff like that. My library is all the ebooks you have, your documents in a separate section. Basically, that's what my library is. Shop is to shop for new ebooks. Reading now takes you into the book that you're reading, and it saves, obviously, the place where you left off. Then you've got games, Sudoku, and chess. I haven't tried them out yet, but, good couple of games. Oops. Now, I went into reading now by accident, but I'm going to take you back to main menu, and let's see, we've got Wi-Fi. Now, Wi-Fi, if you're in airplane mode, Wi-Fi is off. If you're not in airplane mode, Wi-Fi is always on. So that's how you turn Wi-Fi off. Go into Wi-Fi and you hit airplane mode. Now, audio, this can be used as an MP3 player. So let's say you want to listen to music while you're reading your book. You go ahead and download music into audio through the micro USB cable, which you connect to your computer. Then you've got the beta version of the web browser. And that's good for looking up information, a Wikipedia document, what have you, but not necessarily for videos or heavy internet use. It's really good for looking up information or looking up books you want to buy. Now, as you see, the color touch screen went dark, so we're going to tap it once. Comes back on. Now we've got settings. Settings, you'll get like is your Wi-Fi on? How much memory do you have left on the device? Do you have a micro SD card installed, and how much memory do you have on that? It gives you the device information. I mean, that's all settings really is. You can also turn Wi-Fi or airplane mode on or off in settings. So you can do it through Wi-Fi or you can do it through settings. Now, let's see what else we have here. I want to touch on battery life for a minute here. The battery, right now I'm at 58%, and I have not charged it for the past 3 or 4 days. So that's a good battery life. I'm figuring I get at least a week of battery life out of this thing before I have to recharge it. So that's a good thing. Now, what didn't we touch on in the first video? Reading now, it saves your place in the book. So, and that goes for all the books. When you go into my library, you select the book that you want to read, and it'll show you the last page that you're up to in the book. So that's a nice feature right there. Other than that, I mean, we've got the silver button on the top here that puts it to sleep or turns it on or off, depending. Now, they recommend in the manual that you leave the device on all the time because the e-ink screen on the top doesn't take any battery, and the LCD on the bottom turns off. So that's not taking any battery either when you're leaving the device in standby. So basically they recommend that you leave the device on at all times, but you can turn Wi-Fi off if you want to conserve battery, through airplane mode. But as far as the device goes, you could just leave it on and charge it when it gets down to like 15% or so, because it's going to last you like over a week anyway. So, but it doesn't take battery life. Just this screen being on does not take battery life. You can put it into screensaver mode by clicking this button for about a second. If you have to turn it off, you hold this button down for about 7 seconds, 5 to 7 seconds. That will turn off the device, but then it's going to take a long time to turn it back on. They recommend that you just leave it on. Now, you've got these two little notches here at the top. Those are for cases that will be coming out soon. So that's what that is. And on the bottom, we've got two speakers. We've got the headphone jack, and we've got the micro USB port. So, I mean, that's it. That's all there really is to it. I mean, there are the forward and back buttons, forward and back, on either side of the Nook. You've got the home screen in the center on top of the touch screen. If I click on that, see my menu appears again. That's about it. So I hope you enjoyed the review of the Nook. I'm going to put it to sleep. And that's it. Take care until next time.